know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch if you want it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There we go. Flying in. Right there in the middle. 55. We got it. We got it.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And that's Elliott, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott finding Witten, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 36. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. They fire this one quickly to Austin. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. There we go. Kill.
2nd down, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back. Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me. It's just me and you.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins lets it fly for Treadwell. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's get it. Hey, here we go. Score at 80. Then we're going to 52. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins now. And Diggs has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward. But it looks like he did not make it.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is the very dangerous Mike Hughes. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing his Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Completes it to Austin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Prescott is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Switch. Kill.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Forbath will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, let's go.
After the sack on first down, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Cousins from the gun on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check pass, check pass. Kill.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That one complete to Elliott. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Under.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He'll have a first down past the 40. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They run it again with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short